everyone. So, just going to sage the energy in the room just to make sure everything's good. But guys, I'm just doing a message for this message is that message that you need basically. This is the message and the guidance that you've been asking for. So whatever it is that you've been asking guidance for or clarity with, this is what we're doing. So it's not for anyone in particular, so just take what resonates, guys. But I know and I trust that this message will go to the correct place it is destined to go to and who is asking for this message. Let's see. Right, number 4, Cancer. So the guidance and the answer is regarding someone's heart, someone's love, someone's relationship maybe, someone's home life, someone's mother, being a mother, generally just the feminine energy maybe, you know, secrets maybe, because sometimes with the Cancer energy it's hidden into it, so it's like, are you asking regarding something hidden? Number 4 could be significant, but also, like I say, moon energy, Aries energy. So we've got the number 4 and the number 1 now. First house, 4th house. Also, we've got Mars energy. And we've got the Sun, number 13. Pisces underneath, number 12. So we've got number 13. So we've got 4 angel numbers. So someone could be born on the 8th, or it could be something significant in someone's chart. It could be life path number 4. They could be born on the 13th, or the 4th, or the 1st, or any numbers that equal the 4 or the 1. Obviously, you could be Aries, or a Cancer, or a Leo, Sun, Moon, or Rising, or Venus, or North Node, or you, or someone who you're asking about, or Pisces could be someone's Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, or North Node. But also they could be born on the 12th. So we have got life paths number 4, number 8, number 1, and number 3 could be significant. But basically, this is what someone's asking. Someone's asking for some kind of clarity. Someone wants something to be highlighted. With the Sun energy, it is coming to light. So this is that guidance that is coming. But there could be something that could be collapsing in the midst of it. So something regarding someone's relationship or someone's home, something could significantly be taking a different direction now. Let's have a see. But also we have, I've just realised we've got the Sun and the Moon, we've got the Mother and the Father. Right, so the root chakra, the home. This is possibly healing for childhood, this, by the way. Right, so this message today, I think the direction that we're going in. So if this isn't for you, then, you know, it's just not your message this time round. But this is something to do with someone's root chakra. This is going back to someone's inner child. This message today is healing something regarding somebody's possibly upbringing when it comes to the mother, the father. But also I'm getting something to be able to balance out the energies as well. Maybe there's secrets hidden. That's the keeper of the secrets as well, that. But yeah, obviously don't tell me it just come out anyway, but right. I was getting that anyway. Yeah, dear. That's more Aries energy there as well. Getting more Aries energy. There's quite heavy Aries energy here, Cancer energy, and Leo energy. Which is still the Sun, the Moon, but also Mars energy. Right, guys, the message today and the guidance that you've been asking for is you are being guided to take action into a different path, basically. This is saying something to do with you are free. You're free to do what you want. But also, this is saying that you are being guided to follow your intuition, but also you are being guided to change. And when I say change, I think change is regarding someone's home life. So someone is being called now to take action into moving to somewhere completely different, because this is Pathfinder. So this is saying, as you let go and release this past and step into this new journey, you will be on the right path. But at the minute, this is giving energy of freedom, but also this is giving energy of not being in a relationship. So if you are in a relationship and this is what you're asking about, I do believe that this possibly might be your message of disconnecting, because this is the lone wolf. It's like you are being guided to stand alone, maybe, but also at the same time, with the vision and the abundance, this is saying, because the freedom's here twice with the sun. So this is saying, when you take this step and take this this guidance to do this, your blessings come and the abundance starts to flow. But you've got to be able to set yourself free and go on this new journey, but also trust in the unknown as well at the same time, because there has been many challenges, and this is what this is saying. But this is the message now, that you are being guided to self-love. You are being guided to now step into that yin side, that feminine energy. Also, it's doing something with grace, and it's like there's something regarding this feminine energy and the masculine in this kind of, I don't know if it's like a bit of a battle kind of thing, but this is saying that the lizards here with regeneration, so this is a rebirth. So Aries and Scorpio energy are both connected with Mars. They're both connected anyway, but also you've got the Death card and you've got the Tower card with both of them, and this is saying Pathfinder, and then we've got this regeneration. So to me, this is saying Tower and then Death. So there is an ending here, guys, significant ending that you are being called, but also at the same time, it's being able to adapt to whatever this new path is and this new journey that you're being guided to go on, because you are going to go through some turmoil. Some is going to be a bit shaky, but it's all for you to then have a better, stable foundation and create something more independent, being alone possibly, but also, it's setting yourself free from certain people's expectations and limitations. So maybe if there's someone who's trying to control something, maybe, or have power over something, and then we've got this is saying to me, once you regenerate and you step away from whatever it is that you're being called to now step away from, it's as if like your intuition gets heightened. So if you've got confusion, this is possibly why, because maybe this is causing blockages and you've not adapted, and maybe you've not regenerated yourself, and you've not fully let go and let the ending happen. Because this is saying now you've been called to embrace this transformation now and put your new cloak on, and you are the master of regenerating. So maybe you've had to go through quite a lot of death and rebirths where you feel like, is this going to keep going on? But this is saying, this is concluding this now, and you're going to understand with the sun why things happened the way they did. It's as if like things are going to be balanced, but you're going to have some kind of knowing now. There's some kind of clarity coming. But also at the same time, the biggest message was not being able to love yourself. You loving yourself and forgiving you and setting yourself free, because you being in something what isn't good for you is self-harm and it's damaging. And that's what this is saying. It's like when you face these challenges and these things that are happening in your life, it's knowing what you're learning from these situations, not dwelling on why does this keep happening to me. It's like understanding, becoming aware that you have the ability to stop this and to change this, because whatever someone's doing to you or whatever someone's giving to you, if they're not giving you anything or they give you your attitude, it's because you're doing that to yourself. So once you turn that inwards and start giving you and showing yourself whatever you want from another person, it will come. But you can't get that until you do that to yourself. That saying, when it's like, if you don't love yourself, then why would you expect somebody else to also love you if you don't yourself? And the candles just flickered dead bright, so that's yeah. But this is saying that you have physical, psychic abilities as well, and you will start to wake up to your abilities, but you have to be able to see who you are first and your worth and the value that you hold and the significance that you hold being here at this divine timing. And guess what? Once you see yourself as abundant and you switch that mindset, watch what happens and watch what comes in, because swans as well, these mate for life. So this is also saying you setting yourself free from something and gliding it's like the next relationship that you go into is who you're meant to be with. This is like your soulmate, your connection, but you won't get that until you've regenerated and got rid of this old version of yourself, which I'm not saying like that version of you isn't aligned for you now, but you've learned a lot, so you have to still be able to love that old version and be able to embrace the new version, because there's something to do with some kind of mindset that has to be changed. And it goes back to someone's root and someone's childhood, this, and it might be not being seen, not being heard, but also not being valued, or maybe given support, or giving some kind of emotion what you might have needed from somebody. Maybe someone was controlling, maybe there was something where power struggles, maybe there was a lot of arguing, destruction, maybe there was a lot of endings, maybe there was a lot of, yeah, that's what it is, isn't it? Maybe there was a lot of maybe there was a lot of, what's the word, this is what I mean, this is like repeating something from what you've seen. It's like when they say when you see something and then you, it's like when when a child sees something, it's like they then take that on and, you know, the repeat it kind of thing. That's what I'm getting from this. But this is saying that have faith in all what is going on and trust in this change, what's happening in this shake up, because it's leading you to freedom and to abundance and to what you're meant to have. It's as if like wherever you are now, what this is saying is you already know that you are not happy and satisfied, but you are free to be from this. It's like you don't have to be somewhere where you don't want to be. It's up to you to be able to have the courage and the confidence to step away. And whether that means starting from fresh, from scratch with nothing, then so be it. Because at the end of the day, your own body and your vessel and your well-being is worth more than possessions. Yeah, that is the biggest message. But at the same time as well, what I am getting for this is now is the time for healing. So this is saying take rest, be gentle with yourself, because you might be going through quite a lot of emotions. There'll be a lot of purging going on. But also, it's about seeing your worth now, your value. Now, whatever you've poured into other people, whatever you give, you have to give it to yourself. Otherwise, you can't shift this. Once you become back within self, like connected back to you, and actually stop seeing yourself as something that isn't true, something that maybe you thought was true, but this could be something through. It's like, for instance, when someone says, especially when you're younger, so when you're 0 to 7 years old, that's when all this programming becomes, we can, if someone constantly says you're this, you're that, you can become that because it's imprinted, it's programmed in. And this is what I think this is showing now. There's certain things that has been programmed into someone's head and it wasn't yours. This was not yours. This was possibly your parents. That was something that was their karma, which has been pushed onto you, and you've become whatever this is, and this is so that you can break free and set yourself and your family free from this same repeated cycle that possibly goes back generations. And what I'm getting from this is people saying relationships with a partner because of children and because of the safety, um, the familiar. It feels familiar, but also it feels safe, even though it possibly, once you set yourself free from it, you might realize that that wasn't. But because you don't, because sometimes we can get stuck, and especially when it comes to children, you don't want to. But this is what this is saying to me. This is where you have to set yourself free from being in a toxic connection for somebody else's needs and wants and not your own. And it is hard to come to this point with the children and stuff, but you're going to be showing the children that it's not okay to be in a situation that isn't nice or isn't healthy or is damaging to oneself, but also to someone's mental health, mental well-being. It's, yeah. And I really do feel like this as well is saying that somebody has to really start to connect with their childlike self. So going back to you as a child, what did you enjoy to do? you might have had psychic abilities as a child, because this is going back to that and actually connecting back into these things that maybe you stopped doing because I don't know whether you were scared of that ability, or maybe someone made you suppress it, someone said that you was lying. There's something significant, but this is now this magic and this key where you're waking up to who you actually are and the mystic that you are and how much your intuition is bang on. But I think because of programming and people, you started to doubt yourself. So now it's time to connect back to yourself, trust yourself again, but also start to see who you really are and not the illusion or what you think you are, or you have had an expectation, or others may have had an expectation. Break free from anything that limits you from going forward. It's ending something. And if you've got and by the way, guys, this is another thing, don't try and rush this, because this is, doesn't matter. Everyone goes through this at the right time. Don't try and rush it, because you can't rush healing. But also, time's not real, so you have to remove that. Everything's happening just as it should do. But you have to rest now. This is saying take time to rest now, because you are healing. You need to heal. And when you've gone through so much stuff, I don't think people realise the healing can take a matter of years. You know, I was at a point where I was kept thinking, do I have to keep doing this? But I had to let go of that expectation of this certain time and how long it was going to take, and to surrender to that. It is hard because we're so programmed into certain things, but having an expectation on something is something that we have to release and let go of, because that's when we feel depleted, when things don't go to certain plans. So once you release that expectation on you as well, but on yourself, honestly, things will just flow so much easier. And if you have no expectation, but you just live in the now, in the present, and be there for yourself now, and be the person who you wanted to. So say, for instance, when I just said about going back to the childhood, so say if there was something that happened, there'll be certain memories coming up now, because I do think this is what this is. You could be getting dreams as well. You could be getting, could be having dreams. But also, if you meditate, I'm saying that you could get the messages through that. But also, I do think you're getting the messages just in your day-to-day life. Maybe people are popping into your life, certain conversations. Someone says, oh, do you remember such a thing? Brings a memory up. Something about maybe you're going to be going back to a family members, or you're going back to where your roots are, where you come from. Something significant is being triggered, and it's because of this Pisces energy and Saturn. Yeah, so it's to do with karma. Mars, yeah. This is what I mean. This is a lot of, this is clearing out now. This is clearing out and dissolving karma with Saturn. So this has been heavy. So this is all to do with your evolution and your growth. So this is what it's been learning. Yeah. So you have had to go through a lot of struggle, a lot of challenges, and it could be with the opposite sex. So every relationship possibly there's always been, or in general, I feel like maybe people might not have seen you for who you are. So you've always been, I feel like this is saying that you like having that kindness and stuff, but people see the opposite of it because you've been a mirror to other people, maybe. And it can be a lot, that, because I've had to do the same thing myself, be a mirror for a lot of people. Didn't understand it at first, but guess what? The best rewards come to these, and guess what I could say? 8-8. That's what I mean. There's a lot of good karma to come from this, but you have to be able to see this and set yourself free. No one can do this for you, but if you don't do it, the universe does step in with a tower or the death card and forces you into it, and that's when it's a bit harder and it's not as nice because you've not chosen to do it. So you're doing it out your comfort, and it can go more smoothly if you take the action. Plus, you doing these things, I'm not saying you get a shortcut, but you don't go the longest way. So sometimes when we try and resist certain things, we end up going all the way around when we could have just gone, right, universe, where am I going next? Do you know what I mean? Sometimes we do stuff because we think that we're meant to have something, so we fight for it. And then I've done that. Don't worry, I've been doing this my whole life. And then all of a sudden I'll go, hang on a minute, this is the third time now. Oh, maybe the universe don't want me to have it. I know there's a lesson in this. There'll be something better coming along afterwards. Let it go. And I just do that now, and it's just so much easier, honestly. But basically, and we are in, just realised, yeah, so we are in Libra, so Mars is facing this. So this is, yeah, something to do with karma and scales being balanced out now. but it's whether you are waking up to understanding this, so you can set yourself free from this contract and not go into another karmic contract with somebody else, because then we go into Scorpio season, which is the death card, which I think this is what's happening. There is some, over these next few months, guys, this is what's happening. There's some being shifted major, but also you are being, this is saying you've got the freedom to go and do what you, as you please, basically, like go and accomplish your dreams, go and chase a dream, go and do something that you, we're in the horse year, I've just realised, yeah. Oh, okay. Well, we're not in the horse year right now, we're in the snake, but will that make sense with this lizard bit? Yeah, because this is the challenge, this is the energy, and this is the challenge, and this is what comes afterwards. So maybe this is not playing out in the next couple of months. This could be, guys, this could be a playing out of the next 6 months, this, because we're in Libra, so then we get to Aries, don't we? So yeah, so I do think this is where, so I do think this is playing out over the next 6 months. So, like I say, there's no rushing, but you are being guided to take certain steps now and set yourself free. But also, you're healing your inner child. I think some of you are being called to do something that you wanted to do as a child, but you maybe didn't do. Now it's time to go and pursue that dream and do something that you want to do, basically. Because this is saying that once you start to follow your intuition in where you're being guided to go, you're going to have the strength, the stamina, the energy comes, the inspiration comes, the motivation comes, but you have to be able to get into that yin side, tap into your yin, but also ask yourself what you need, ask yourself what your dreams are. Because sometimes, this is what I mean, so when I was saying about rebirthing yourself and this new you, it's all right if you don't know what you want, because I didn't, like, I was like, I don't know what music I like. You have to really connect to yourself and find out what it is that you want. Ask yourself, because sometimes what I've realised is I didn't do things that I wanted. I've realised I was doing stuff because I thought I liked it because somebody else did it. I can't even explain it, but I'm like, so now when you get given the chance and the choice to make your own decisions, that can be a lot as well, because sometimes some of us, we don't have that choice because somebody has either controlled that, or we've just kind of relied on that other person because we've never been able to make the decisions. So it's a lot, but I'll tell you what, the beautiful results at the end of this is amazing. Just know that whatever you had challenging wise, it's just making you stronger and making you become the person you was always destined to be, and you always have been, but just didn't see it. But this is saying as well, through the storms that you've been through and all this destruction, this is why the rewards come in, because this is saying this is why you're now being cloaked. So once you've walked away, this is saying you are protected no matter what. So it's like you have a lot of wisdom from this, but at the same time, it's like you're going to be kept protected while you merge into this new higher timeline and this better path that you're going onto. And it's like your prayers will be answered and the rewards will be given because of what you've achieved and what you've been able to now fulfill the karmic prophecy from your ancestors that possibly goes back a long time. So you was here as a karmic breaker for this. And the number 13 is the magic number as well. So something to do with the 13th or the 31st could be significant as well. Yeah, right. Don't know what happened then, but it froze. But anyway, like and subscribe.